Okay, so my pin just snapped for my boom cylinder. Just snapped in half there. So I was out on the work digging a foundation for a sauna there when this thing decided to just fall to the ground. Haven't even checked it yet. Well, there's the rest of it. So luckily this thing got 2 cylinders to lift the boom here. So this one is still stuck. Yeah, so it snapped kinda here. But there's a lot of pins still left in there, so I can still lift the boom. I gotta get this in the garage. How is this? Oh, that's hanging loose there, so that's good. Oof. So let's see if this is a cheap fix or an expensive fix. When I brought this in, it looked like this cylinder wasn't moving. That's it. That is an expensive fix if that's the case. If it's only the pins, it's a cheap fix. Well, speaking in excavator terms, cheap fix, everything below 2,000 euros. But yeah, I'm gonna order that pin and both of these new and the bushings for that. Let's see if the hydraulic works as it should. Okay, so this is going to be a cheap fix. I'm really happy about that. There's a lot of force snapping this off. Okay, so here we are. 4 weeks later. It really took some time getting these parts. Not sure why I got new of these. I could have just used my old ones, but well, I just bought the entire kit for replacing this. So I'm not gonna change this. This is a winter project, so I gotta save these. Oh, there it goes. I'm guessing these are kind of hard and I don't got a press. So I'm just gonna, well, let's weld them out. Theory behind this is just that the weld will contract, hopefully making this a little bit smaller. It's like just get it out way more easy. This is cooled off now. I found this is kind of the right size for just going in like that. Okay, so I had this in the freezer overnight. It's still gonna be tight. I think that's good. bushings. Here. So the engine heater has been going for half an hour now. So I believe the mud here might have been a contributing factor for the tracks not want to move. I did clean this really thorough when I did the infiltration bed there, just because the winter was coming, but then I made the apron here and I kind of forgot about this. We got it in. So I'm just gonna let it thaw overnight here. This has been inside for a week now, so this is completely dry. So the job I did there, that's almost 7 months ago, I replaced that. So the other thing I was about to do last summer was replacing this. So I went to the neighbor and borrowed this. So the job we're gonna do now, we're gonna need to change the pin and bushing in both sides here. I was about to do that this summer. So I already bought this there. So I gave it a shot. So I actually So in my first try, I tried this. I was kind of positive. I'm gonna try getting the pins out with this. Oh, it's just too big. It's not really I don't think you can screw this out. I think they're locked from the inside there. Yeah, now everything is spinning. They're locked from the inside, so I'm just gonna cut this off. Okay, I think there's no way this is gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work that good. No, it's not doing. Well, obviously nothing happened there, so I went to the neighbor that time too, and I borrowed this. Okay, so I left that for a few hours just with some pressure, but I kind of was. This was just me hoping for some luck. So I went to my neighbor. He actually had some real stuff. So this is 20 tons. You can see how much it's flexed when I release the pressure now. And it was kind of sketchy doing it, pressing with 20 ton between here. This piece is probably extremely expensive, so we don't want to break that. So I kind of just changed my mind. I'm not gonna take this fight right now. I gotta leave this for the winter instead, when I don't need this machine. So if something happens or I break something, I got a lot of time fixing that right now. Yeah, so the reason for changing this right now, I'm gonna show you. So you see how much play it is in this. So hopefully it's just the bushing that's worn out. So it hasn't started eating on the actual piece of the cylinder here. So that's kind of what I want to replace this before this eats through this bushing and starts eating on the cylinder here. Well, that is going to be a more expensive job. So I thought I'm going to replace this before that happens. So well, my plan is to weld this nut here and then thread this rod on and using this to push it out. But I gotta need to find something that I can put here. Well, the thing is to have something supporting here. So I'm pushing back the material while pulling this pin out. But we're gonna need to go and find something that can hold this. I know I should have something for that here. Just finding that. Oh, what's that? Oh, this should fit. So it's kind of unnecessarily heavy though, but yeah. Well, this is gonna fit her good. A little clumsy holding up when tensioning that, but we're using this. So I'm gonna just make sure so there's no pressure from this. Alright, so I'm taking the pressure out of this. There's no way that thing is gonna pull this out. Maybe if I got a gas torch, I would be able to quickly hit this to get this other shell to expand. The thing with the tiny one I got is it's not really that effective. I got another one of this on order. I did order that a few days ago, so it should arrive anytime now. So that can push up to 60 tons. I mean, this is only 20 tons, so. Oh, this thing is heavy. All right, so it's a few days later. I finally got my other press I ordered. This can do 60 tons. Well, it's one way or the other. I have a feeling I might break that rod I got there before that pin comes, but I don't think that this fitting will fit this. No, totally different. So I also ordered this. It's an air hydraulic foot pump. This was not meant for that. This was meant for a hydraulic crimper I got there. This is from the same company, so this fitting should fit this. So these are the fittings that came with this pump. So that is fitting that. It's the same thread. This can fit that, which is fitting that, and that should fit in this. So all the connections are good. So this air connector was included. That is not gonna fit any of my connections. So I'm gonna see if we can remove that. Hopefully this is the same kind of threads. It's not really that much pressure on this side. So, look like that is NPT 2. Yep, that fits. That's max. This thing is kind of ripped the rod out of this nut. It's not enough threads holding on to this, so I just kind of put some welds onto this. I gotta hang this up somehow if this breaks so it doesn't fall onto the floor. I gotta try heating this as best I can. Okay, let's try. Kinda positive that the rod was about to break. But maybe that little heat I gave it was just enough to expand the metal around the pin. So this thing started to go heavy all of a sudden. I thought the pin got stuck, but the thing is just that the pin is all the way out here now, so it's past this part and it can't go through the hole in this, so we're gonna need to put some stuff there. Well, now we're gonna weld this bushing out. So this doesn't look as bad as it felt, but it's still bad. You can see there's much more material around here than it is up here. Started to eat on the pin also, so. And if we put this in position as it was, and then we go. So that thing is really loose. So I gotta throw these bushings outside. I mean, it's colder than a freezer outside right now, so it's better just having them there. So this I gotta shrink by putting them outside. Pretty much the they're gonna do the same thing as when I welded them. They're gonna shrink a little bit, contract. So we're gonna put them outside, and I'm gonna weld the nut onto the other side, preparing that. So when these are cold enough, we can just put them in. I'm gonna let in some air here also after welding. It's kind of foggy. I got the ventilation sitting there. Gonna need to install that. Look at my little Christmas decoration out there. So I got my tractor there wrapped in Christmas lighting. See, so this rod has started to stretch. You can see it here it started to bend a little bit, so it's gonna cut that off. No need to save that. So I'm gonna press in a new bushing here, making this side ready before pulling that out. But while waiting for the bushing to freeze a little bit more, why don't we go on a side mission? So we got a Boeing 738 that wants to depart, so let's go send that away, and then we can press in the bushing here. That should be cold enough. See, we got some strong northern light there dancing on the sky. Alright, let's open this. Tjena, Pajla här. Tack, hej. Pajla information öppnar, Pajla information opening. Restart that. Okay, so let's make a weather here. Wind 080 degrees, visibility 5 kilometers. It is rather bad visibility right now. I can't see the reference point. Getting a little hotter outside. It's only minus 14 right now. So now we just wait for them to call. Where are they going? They're going to Echo Golf Pub. Departure time is in 10 minutes and they're still boarding, so I'm not seeing that happen. Enter 614 pile information.
Request weather information.
Report wind 090 degrees, 4 knots, 5 QNH 1019er.
Thank you.
19er. Yeah, so the visibility is getting better now. I can see my reference point. It's just above that light. I don't think you can see it though. It's a red little dot.
Ready to copy.
Flight plan route, flight level 90, squawk 6033.
Clear to flight level 90, squawk 6033, enter 614. And upon session 1018, enter 614.
Enter 614 airborne 22. Contact Sweden Control at 131.055.
131.055, enter 614, so on. Climbing flight level 90. Flight level 200, and weapon flight level 95, proceed heading to copy.
So I'm gonna heat this up to make that expand and the bushing should have contracted. Let's go get that. No, this is flexing too much. That thing is stuck. Yes, I didn't think about this. I should have put this so it was stuck somehow. Now when I hit that, it kind of just want to flex. And well, I didn't get all the power into this, but this thing heated fast. So that thing is that thing is stuck there now. Maybe it's better not to heat that. If there's a lot of heat there, it's gotta spread really. I don't know. And at the same time, it's not really the best thing heating straight onto the bushing there. So I got the press. So let's use that instead. So I'm just gonna use the old bushing for this. We can press with that to get this in a little bit. I mean, this is a little bit shrunken, so should fit in there. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this instead. It's kind of easier holding on to. So I did push this in slightly too much on this side. I gotta need to get it a little bit back. Okay, let's try that. So I did get bolts with that, but I kind of lost them. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, this is different on this side. This is coming out there, so that is not seated properly, but I think we can just turn that. Yeah, that works. So you can see this washer starting to bend quite a lot. Okay, so these are shims. Let's put some grease so they will stick there and put in them in. I'm not sure where my bigger one is, so we gotta go with it. Yeah, so I totally forgot to put the shim on this side. I kind of realized that when I started to put them here. So the reason for them are so it doesn't go as much sideways there. This thing should work now. If it takes more than 2 times to remove this, I'm not removing that. Oh, that is coming easily now. Alright, so this is done. Feels really good having this all done now. So pricing for the parts used here. So 3 pins in total, 4 bushings, seals, shims. Yeah, so all the stuff used was OEM parts. And that was 1,200 euros for all of this. Yes, I mean, it's not really that cheap changing these kind of things. So the summer that was, this became kind of a thing. When you were digging, you kind of couldn't stop looking at this. It looked, I think I made it worse in my head than it actually was. See how this was always moving when digging. I mean, even though this wasn't as bad as I made it up in my head, apparently. Looking at the pins and the bushing, I mean, it started to eat on that, but... So, I mean, when it starts to eat like this, there is a chance, like it happened with the upper pin, that it, well, start cracking when it starts moving too much. So it feels really good having this changed now. So as you could see, there's a lot of play in this boom swing here. So my plan has always been to change this winter also. So I'm gonna change that pin, this pin, and that pin. It's probably gonna be quite a big job. I'm not only gonna do that, I'm also kind of tired of using a grease gun on this machine. So, I mean, since I put a lot of money already into this, I gotta install an automatic grease system that greases all the pins and bushes automatically without me having to run around with this grease gun. So we also got to order that. So this is going to be a future follow-up video to this, since it's probably going to be quite a big job. But I am going to order all the stuff needed for this right now. So there's a local company here in Sweden that just opened a web shop. I guess we can send them some love. So they're having 15% off until the end of this year on everything. And they are selling OEM parts for a lot of different machine brands. And one is for this. So I got to order everything, well, right now, to get a little bit of discount on all the parts. Let's see how much there is. So here we can see the parts. So this is the boom swing in the machine that got 2 bushings there. Then we have Oh, yeah, here's the complete swing. There's a lot of bushings in that. Pin, bushing, 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 bushing. And then we got bushing, bushing. Oh, this is gonna be expensive. Not only that, we're gonna find that part also. Let's see the pricing for that. All the part numbers seem to start with 05631. This. So this is the above pin here. So these prices you see here are Swedish kronors. This is before tax. So let's put that in the basket. Buy. Right, so we're gonna need 3 of these. Also gonna need that. How many of that? Ooh, we're gonna need 2 of that. 2 of those. Alright, so last thing. Oh, that is the. So this is the pin above that. Number 16. What is the number for that? Number 16, 001157. 00115. Alright, that in there. So I think I got everything here now. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so I mean the prices here are in Swedish kronos. That are after tax, and this is before tax. So I gotta order that, and we're gonna do a follow-up on this. So I have a feeling it's gonna be quite a fight getting all these pins out. But who knows, maybe it's sometime you might get lucky. Well, since I don't have a grease system yet, we're gonna need to manually grease this thing.